Hi, family members. Welcome to another episode of While You Wait, the podcast. Yes, if you're just tuning in for the very first time, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining this family. I mean, this is home for you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back once again. We love you and we're so great to have you here with us again today. Yes. So, this is episode 2 of While You Wait, the podcast. While You Wait is a Christian community for singles who are probably in a relationship or in between. As long as you're not married yet, this is your safe space and you're welcome to be here. Yes. Today's topic is something that at some point in our life, we've had to reflect on. You know, that season of waiting when it feels like maybe God is telling you to just pause and let things be. But we feel like there is so much pressure for us to just keep doing. We feel like there is pressure for us to be productive and to keep at things, even when God is saying rest or wait. Now, what am I saying in essence? The topic of discussion today is the pressure to be productive. My name is Victoria, and I'm so excited to be back again on your screens today. And as usual, I will not be doing this alone. I have some amazing guests here with me on the show. On my left hand side, I have a gentleman here with me, I hope. What's your name, please?
Hello, I'm Adewale,
All right, Adiwale, what do you do?
an entrepreneur, writer.
Okay, and on my right hand side, we have the beautiful.
Father Mercy.
Why did you pause as if I was not talking to you? All right, Father
Yeah.
Messi, so great to have you on board. What do you do, Father Messi?
Okay, I'm into content creation, digital marketing, anything that aspect.
Okay, I'm so excited to have you both here today. So, like I said before, the topic of discussion is the pressure to be productive. Now, as humans, there are times in our life where we feel like we're not doing enough, where we feel like even what we are doing is not yielding results. And there are also times in our life when God is saying, calm down, rest. But we still feel like, no. I have to be productive. So, in that season of waiting, when God is saying, hold on, calm down, or when it feels like even what you are doing is not yielding results, how do you navigate that?
Okay, so I believe the first thing is our definition of productivity.
Okay.
I believe there's a worldly standard, the expectation of the society, where productivity equates what you can see, what is visible or even visible. So I believe that when God says wait, that doesn't necessarily mean the time and the investment is a waste. Waiting doesn't equate to wasting. There are usually reasons why God will say wait. And oftentimes we as human beings, we are so curious to want to know what's on the other side where we feel, just impatient. I believe that productivity is not just outward, productivity can be inward. And many times when God says wait, many times it's for us to have certain things like, character development to actually build internal capacity
Okay.
for that external productivity.
All right. So, if I get you correctly, you're saying in essence that productivity doesn't necessarily have to be the result that every individual is seeing out there.
Yeah.
That you can even be productive when there is nothing to show for it.
To show for it, yes.
How does that work?
Many times when God says wait, it's because there is something we need to have before we can enter the next phase. So God would have us be productive, where we are, because let me illustrate with a building. You find that the most important aspect of a building is its foundation. I believe that many things we see is founded upon many things we don't see.
All right.
So productivity while waiting will mean having a personal journey of growth and evolution, where you can now enter the next phase where you can, you know, take whatsoever is ahead of you.
Okay. Okay, I think I get that now. So, Mercy, how would you say you see productivity? Do you agree with him that productivity isn't really something external, that it can be inward? Would you agree with that school of
Okay,
thought?
I think I would kind of agree with him to an extent because there are times that we actually try to give ourselves a particular measurement. There's a way we want to measure productivity. For instance, probably I've graduated for the past 5 years and I don't have a job, but probably I'm doing something that people don't really know. And I feel okay, my mates have a good job, they're doing well, and there's nothing to show. So to me, I'm not being productive, but there might be some other things that I'm doing. Probably I'm into skills acquisition, I have a business that is blooming, but it is not yet there. All right. So there are times that we tend to measure productivity by the standard of people. Okay. For instance, he made a point that there are times that God says wait,
Yes.
and we are always in a hurry. Okay. What if God is saying, don't leave Ibadan now, stay in Ibadan? And I feel I want to leave Ibadan. Okay, Lagos is lucrative, is an industrial state. But what if I go to Lagos and I'm not making progress? So I can be in Ibadan and I'm doing something. It might not be what I want, where I want to get to. All right. So I would just say that there are times that we don't really see the productivity, but that does not mean that we are not growing. I might be working on some skills. Maybe there are some things I need to develop before getting to where God is taking me
All
to.
right. So, in essence, productivity isn't just about the outward result that everybody else is seeing. Productivity can be that capacity that you are building behind the scene that will end up showing forth later. So, the fact that it is not looking like it now, or the fact that people are not seeing it yet, doesn't mean you are not productive. Now, let me ask this. How do you balance the pressure to rest and hold on when God says to rest and hold on, and the need for people around you to see you as somebody whose life is not amounting to anything? Like they see you like this person is not serious with life. This person is not serious with purpose. This person is not even serious about anything. Meanwhile, you're just at that point where God is saying rest, or you're at that point where God is telling you to, you're waiting for answers from God as to what to do. How do you balance that? How do you get out of that? I feel like something like that would mess with people's head. When God is, blatantly that God is saying, calm down. But it feels like other people are just saying that you're not moving ahead. How do you sort that out?
Okay, so I feel I don't know about others, but there's something about me. If I'm so sure that it is good, then I wait. I'm not saying this is easy. There are times that we question God, you compare. There are times that you don't feel happy because we have some people that they don't respect your decisions. And some people are not emotionally smart. Yeah. Okay, for instance, I was waiting, I had a delay after school. I was supposed to be called up for NYC and you keep calling me. I that they've called up some people every time I'm telling you. So it got to a point. This is somebody I can't disrespect. So I just said, when it's time, I will call you myself and inform you. Because it was getting to a point. Because I realized at that moment, your mates, you are comparing, and it wasn't easy. But it wasn't as if I heard from God directly, but I knew I had like a conviction in me that, okay,
Wait,
wait,
I'm working.
do you understand? And when I eventually went for service, I realized that, okay, it's worth it. So you just have to know what works for you because the pressure is there. There's nothing you can do about it. At every point in life, people are expecting you. When I was done, till now, I've not done my master's. And some people are always saying, go and do your master's. It's very good. Do it before you get married. Do it before kids. I don't know what I want to go and study now. I don't just want to go and waste money and time. It is when I'm sure. All right. So this is about me. But I know it might not be easy for some other persons. Some, they actually want to go in the direction of others that okay, everyone is saying this, let me do it. Or people will see me as being unserious. All right. So you should know what works for you and should know what you've heard. If God has spoken and you are sure that it is God, just go with the word.
All right. How about you, Wally? I feel like she has really said a lot, but do you have
Yeah.
something you want to add?
And I think it's more about being comfortable in your own skin and not seeing the need to explain to everybody. I even think you don't have to tell people, why you are waiting. Even if God said to wait, you don't have to say God said to wait,
Yeah.
because that is not an answer that will sit down well with many people. So I believe it's just about knowing what exactly you are doing and just, freeing yourself from that outward pressure. And I believe that's the most important thing.
Okay, so what's something that you've learned from slowing down and waiting to hear from God, despite the pressure? What's that one thing that you've learned from just slowing down, despite the pressure around?
It saves time and unnecessary stress.
Mm,
You don't have to be,
very
you are
precise.
trying to just save stress, time. That's
How
one thing
about
I've
you?
learned.
Yeah. I let me say it like this, right? When God says to wait, there are many things He understands that we don't. God has that foresight that we don't have. He has, in fact, there's a saying that God knows our future more than we know our past, which means that while we wait, you never know what is going on behind the scenes. Let me give an example. Let's say God said to wait, and you don't understand why exactly you're waiting, but then there are key relationships that you are supposed to meet that would actually make the journey even faster or easier. And then you might think, let me just try to do this, by myself and with the resources I have now, whether the resources of men or material resources. So I think, yeah, we just have to learn to just block out every other thing, right? And just fix our eyes on what God has said.
So, in essence, what is that single thing that you'd say you've
And I
learned?
just said you have to just look away from every other thing. That's what I've learned. I've learned to just fix my eyes and not necessarily have the pressure to explain myself or to want to show the world an immediate productivity according to their own definition.
Okay, I would say for me, it's that feeling of I know he knows what is best for me. And that's
Yeah,
more than enough for me to
exactly.
hold on to. I feel like that's just the basic thing that keeps me going that I know he cannot do me wrong. I know
Yeah,
it comes correct. And I
exactly.
know that whatever is going to bring my way is something I'm going to enjoy and bask in. So for me, I would say that's like the thing that I hold on to when it feels like, oh, there's just pressure to be more than, to just do extra, 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 extra. So now I need to ask, what does rest mean to you? Like when God is saying rest, you don't have to be just calm down. Like remove that productivity, rest. What is rest for you? Is it sleeping? Is it reading a book? Is it what is rest in your own words?
Mine is not necessarily like static.
Okay.
Rest for me can be watching movies, even eating,
Okay.
gisting, sleeping,
All right.
and being with family without doing anything mental. Like I have to think, I want to do this, I have a project I'm working on, I have to edit, I have to create content. Like I'm not doing anything. But as I'm resting, I'm
Okay.
also being productive.
All right.
Yeah.
So even in your rest, productivity must still
Yeah,
be
because
there.
the reason why I say that is that rest is also an act of being productive.
All right.
Because I'm trying to avoid something. Because if I don't rest, I might break down.
Okay.
That is the truth. So I'm trying to say that why because at times we feel when I'm resting and I'm idle, then I'm unserious. For instance, you see somebody that is into the entertainment industry, you have gigs back to back, and on a Monday morning, you are not doing anything, you are resting, you are fooling yourself. Everyone has gone to work.
Able-bodied young man.
You are
I get
Monday
that.
resting.
morning.
Do you understand? So that rest at that moment, you are being productive because you are trying to relax for you've worked before and you're still going to work. So
Okay.
that was
I
why I
love
brought in
that. Yeah, I
productivity.
like that.
Yeah.
What is your own definition of rest? What is rest to you?
Well, just like it's not static. It's based on mood, but I would say, just watch a movie, eat good food, go out, and just relax. But I'm not focused on. In fact, I'm not thinking about productivity, right? Even though I know that this is a way for me to actually recalibrate and refresh, which is what she's trying to say, I guess.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for listening to this episode of While You Wait the podcast. Now, if there are some key things that you should note to date is that productivity isn't necessarily a measure of your worth. It is okay to relax and trust God and wait for things to unfold. It was nice having you guys here today. I hope
It's a
you enjoyed
pleasure.
yourself as much as I enjoyed
Yeah, I
myself.
did.
All
Thank
right.
you so much for having us.
Thank you. Any final words for anybody who may be watching and is so pressured to be productive at all times?
Okay, just take it easy on yourself. You're doing well. Rest. And if you need to talk to somebody to encourage you, feel free to do that. You'll be all right.
How about you?
Okay, I would say, success is not determined by, what the world necessarily expects. Success is you doing what you know you should do part time. So even when it looks like you are failing and when it looks like you have nothing to show to prove you are not, just stick to what you know and stick to what God has said and just trust in Him. Yeah.
Okay. I would say slowness is not failure and that rest is only. Till we come your way another time, do not forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. On Instagram and on TikTok is while you wait underscore. Till we come your way another time, keep waiting well. Ensure that you wait right and you wait well. My name is Victoria and it has been an awesome time with you guys today. Till we come your way another time. Bye bye.